when you look at small town America, out in the country, there were many 1 or 2 or 3, 4-room schools, which generally covered grades 1 through 8. And then the kids that went on to high school, which were not that great a number, went into the towns to go to high school. We eventually merged Wilmore High School and Nicholasville High School to become Jessamine County High School. That happened in 1958. Some years later, then the black school in Jessamine County, which was called Rosenwald Dunbar, also became part of the Jessamine County system.
So when I was a young man and was working downtown, I worked at Hemp Hill's Pharmacy as a soda jar. Well, that was a great job because that was where all of the young ladies came in, and I'll tell you, that was the best job I ever had because all the girls came in. At least once during the day in the summertime, so you got to see everybody, and all my buddies would come in at one time or another. And so as time went on, and we just kept growing and growing. But I can remember when our young people were going, I was in the 6th, 7th, or 8th grade along in there, and we had double sessions. And kids were going, some kids would go from 7 to 1, and then another group would go from 1 to 7. Those were tough times, but we've been able to have more facilities and better facilities, so that's enabled us to not have to do the double sessions.
So I went to Jessamine County Schools. I went to Wilmore Elementary, Jessamine County Junior High, and then graduated Jessamine County High School in 1990. And the Jessamine County school system prepared me in such a strong way for college and medical school and residency, so that when it was time for me to decide where I wanted to practice, I wanted to come back home, but more importantly, I really wanted to make sure that my kids had the same type of education that I did. So I enrolled them back in Jessamine County schools, because every step of my education, wherever I have gone, I have felt so well prepared from the years that I spent in the Jessamine County school system.
I interviewed in a few places all over in Fayette County, Jessamine County, and I was offered a few positions in Fayette County, but ended up choosing Jessamine County. And some of the things that drew me to Jessamine County were just the people. I mean, they are genuinely the kindest people. And then in my first year of teaching, the administrative people, they were very supportive, always reaching out, always trying to figure out what they can do to help me, how they can support me. And I also love the community feel of Jessamine County. It really is a family, and they make you feel welcome, make you feel supported, and there is really no other place that I would rather be, and it's just a great place to work.
Last semester, after Jessamine County Schools did a presentation to the Chamber of Commerce, I had a parent approach me and wanted me to understand that his children had participated in 3 different school districts to date, and one of those was Jessamine County Schools. And he went on to describe the experiences his children had described, and then wanted me to understand that he had had multiple interactions with various staff members from Jessamine County. And he ended that conversation with a rhetorical question. Looked at me and asked the question, how can a school system have the majority, if not all, of their staff members above average? And I thought that was just such a powerful statement. And he really concluded that conversation by stressing to me that it's important that we do whatever we do as a school system to ensure that that type of feel and those types of actions always exist in Jessamine County.
after hearing, as simple as some of the adjectives and the descriptions about where Jessamine County Schools where they come from, and the path that they had taken to get to where they are now, which I think is a really good spot, is a very high level. But then where they're going to go had me incredibly excited about my children participating in the school, and then on a whole nother level, my excitement as a parent wanting to be a part of the participation of them and maybe taking the school district on a parent level to another level. Every time we interacted with them, I always left feeling like we're on the right train with the right train conductor, and they're laying this track down smoothly, and when this thing gets up to steam, it's going to be an awesome ride.
One of the most influential educators that I ever had in my life was a teacher who lived next door to me as a child. I never had her in a classroom setting, but I would visit her home and she would bring books out and tell stories, and she instilled in me a love of reading and a love of learning that has lasted my entire life. And I've seen many of you at open houses pulling that extra duty that you may not want to do, but you have smiles on your faces and you're welcoming to the parents, the grandparents, and the children. And I just want to tell you how important you are, how sacred the trust is between parent and educator, between grandparent and teacher. We're putting the lives of those that we love the most into your hands. And I know in Jessamine County that we've always fostered an atmosphere of nurturing and of instilling that love of learning. And that's what I love about Jessamine County teachers.
There's a photo in the small conference room at central office that was sent to us by a family of a young lady named Nellie. She was a young lady in 1921, which was when she graduated from Nicholasville High School. And her family reached out to us and wanted us to know that some of her fondest memories were of her experiences. So Jessamine County has had over 100 years of that type of tradition of doing what's best for our students and looking out for our students at every opportunity that we can find. Okay, folks, that ends the program. You can report back to your supervisors or your principals. I'm so excited about the start of the school year, and I know we're going to do great things for students. Everyone have a great rest of the day and year. Take care.